Welcome to Rewatch. We are on Season 4, Episode 8 of Dave Filoni's Clone Wars. This is called The General. This is part 2 of this story arc with Jedi General Krell, who has taken over an army of clone troopers from Anakin. He loses a lot of clones. He has a very direct approach to things. Like, we'll just march at the middle and just take all the firepower, but we'll get it done. We'll just, damn the odds and how many people will die. We just got to throw bodies at them until the guns go silent. And then we take the heel. He's a no nonsense kind of guy. And of course, they capture the base, but at the loss of several clones. Rex stands up to him to let him know, maybe the error of his ways or what he's saying is inconsiderate. And he backs down off Rex saying, okay, fine. But he is slowly losing the support of his men. Now, this goes into play later on. I think this is a 4-part series, now that I think about it. Yeah, I think it is 4 parts. I got mixed up. Well, most things come in trilogies, but it's a 4-part series. So now the clones are really, their animosity toward Krell is really high. You as a viewer, you don't like Krell at all. I remember first watching this and thinking, okay, he is a little harsh for a Jedi, but is this a Jedi who's lost his way? Is the thing. I'm wondering if that's the case, because you hear how war in a lot of the EU books, and see, now here I'm already going back to the EU again to basically explain all this, because I'm thinking, well, in the EU books, a lot of the Jedi were scared or worried or realized they're losing their identity in this war. And if Filoni just could have taken some of that, emotion from and that plot idea from the EU, he would have had a much better story here. Is Krell someone, as the viewer of the Clone Wars, we need to know, is Krell too far gone? Or is he just trying to disassociate with himself with the clones? That makes himself feel better, knowing that the clones aren't human, because all these humans dying will weigh someone's conscience down. But if you just treat them as clones, I mean, the story could have gone either way with Krell, to be honest. And the way they went was, I don't want to reveal it yet, but I think it was just poor writing. Poor writing led to the decision. I don't mind the road he traveled, but the reason given was a little lowbrow and heavy-handed. It didn't make much sense in the long run. But you could have had Krell just saying, I keep you clones away from me. He calls Rex CT whatever, his CT number. He calls all clones that, just to show how impersonal it is. Is it a personal choice to think, well, if they're just clones, if I don't think of them as human, then I, as a Jedi, can keep peace of mind during this war? That would have been an interesting story. But we didn't get that, unfortunately. And, I mean, what we got here, again, more bad decisions by General Krell, which Jedi aren't really military geniuses, right? So I can see someone just making bad decision after bad decision. But, of course, they have the Force to guide them, too. So I guess you could say they'd be okay as war generals. But still, in war, it would be kind of foreign to them. So at this point, we really don't know if Krell, I think they're trying to point out that Krell is inept. We still don't know he's a traitor, but they think he's inept. And that's where they're leaving it for now. But I'll get to the other parts later. Let me know in the comments, the episode, The General, part 2 of Krell's, story here. What did you think about it? And I'll see you next time on Rewatch.